What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now, we are now 239 subs away from hitting 500 subs, and who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell, but as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. Excuse me. So, if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 85% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed, and to top it all off, we gotta get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, as I'm fixing my chair here, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be down in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which in a way it kind of ties with today's video, but the question of the day is this. Do you guys want to see Seth Rollins come back as a babyface or a heel? Let me know down in the comments below. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today, is the hiatus of former 5-time world champion Seth Freakin Rollins. And we hadn't seen him on Raw since that brutal attack that Seth Rollins got at the hands of Big Bronson Reed several weeks ago on Raw. And it's weird because Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer actually noted that how the attacks on both Rollins and Dakota Kai were actually a way to get them to be fully healed again, if you will. And he said, quote, "I don't know how serious. I asked if those were storyline covers for injuries, and I was told they both were. But Seth is not a bad situation. Like, Seth is cleared. He could wrestle, but he's banged up, and so it was a good time for him to take time off and do this. So I don't know if he'll be back for Bash in Berlin against Bronson Reed. Obviously, he's going to wrestle Bronson Reed at some point. Obviously, yeah. Obviously the brutal, the brutal attacks can lead to, well, obviously you guys know, but it's weird because the bullshit that Seth Rollins had to deal with involving his knee actually kind of started right around the time that now former WWE superstar Jinder Mahal challenged Rollins for the World Heavyweight title, in which we know that he and the rest of Indus they kind of they legit targeted his knee, and even though Rollins had won the match, he literally missed so much ring time, from that point all the way up until night one of WrestleMania 40, which is where he was able to literally just gut through it. He literally fought through the pain, teaming with Cody Rhodes to take on Roman Reigns and The Rock of the Bloodline. Which then the next night we saw Rollins drop the world title to Drew McIntyre to kick off night two of WrestleMania, and closing out the show by coming out to help Cody Rhodes win the WWE title. And it's crazy because after WrestleMania, because in the aftermath of WrestleMania, Seth did take a little bit of time off to undergo meniscus surgery in his knee, and he ended up returning. A lot of people considered his return a bit too soon, if you will. It was actually at Money in the Bank last month in July that he challenged Damian Priest for the world title, and he ends up being collateral damage. No thanks to Drew McIntyre and the Money in the Bank briefcase. And apparently even after Money in the Bank, and even after the assault by Bronson Reed, he's still banged up, and he does need some extra time away from the ring. But as far as Dakota Kai, there's still no there haven't been any details on what's keeping her on the shelf, but she was advertised to have faced Sonya Deville on Raw. However, she got attacked backstage by the trio of Sonya, Shayna, and Zoe, known as the Pure Fusion Collective, which kind of a long name in my opinion, but it's all good. But obviously she was replaced by her Damage Control cohort Io Sky. But obviously Dakota Kai's injuries, that's for another future video. But it's crazy. It's crazy because I never would have imagined that this would be one of the only times where Seth would end up coming back way too soon. Like, I know the last time that this happened, I believe he ended up winning a Slammy for Superstar of the Year, and that was back in 2015. Yeah, that was back in 2015. It was either that or he had won a Slammy for OMG Moment of the Year. In fact, I actually want to look that one up. I want to take a look at that. Give me 1 second, guys. I believe it was OMG Moment of the Year, as I am going to adjust my tripod. There we go. Alright, let's see. Excuse me. Let's take a look. Here we are. Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's take a look. Okay. Let's see here. WWE, 2-time WWE champion, 1-time and first ever World Heavyweight champion. I wouldn't really count it as the inaugural champion, but it is what it is. 2-time Universal champion, first ever NXT champion, 2-time IC champion, 2-time US champion, 6-time Raw Tag Team champion, one with Roman Reigns, 2 with Dean Ambrose, 1 with Jason Jordan, 1 with Braun Strowman, of course 1 with Buddy Murphy. Money in the Bank 2014, 2019 Royal Rumble, World Heavyweight Championship Tournament, Gold Rush Tournament, Triple Crown, Grand Slam, second 2-time Grand Slam champion. Here we are, Slammy Award. 10-time Slammy Award winner. Anti-Gravity Moment of the Year 2014, diving off the balcony at Payback. Breakout Star of the Year 2013 with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns as the Shield. Double Cross of the Year 2014, betraying the Shield and joining the Authority. Faction of the Year 2013 and 14 with Dean and Roman as the Shield. Fan Participation 2014, You Sold Out, naturally. Match of the Year 2014, Team Cena vs. Team Authority at Survivor Series. Rizzy of the Year 2024. Superstar of the Year 2050. Yeah, I was right. Superstar of the Year. That was when he was still injured at the time. And he ended up winning Superstar of the Year, which is kind of funny. Trending now, hashtag of the year 2013, hashtag Believe in the Shield. Year-end award for Best Reunion 2018 as part of the Shield. Bumpy Award, Best Dress of the Half Year 2021 with Sonya Deville. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I was right. I was right. He did get a slant. He did get injured during that time. He came back to receive that award, but that was just it. That was just it. That was like one of the only times where he came back too soon, but he didn't compete. This time he came back again way too soon, and he only worked like maybe like 1 or 2 matches from the time he came back up until through all the way up until through SummerSlam, and then after SummerSlam was when he got jumped by Bronson Reed. So I am under the impression that we might see him come back at Bash in Berlin, but we don't really know for sure, because right now the card for Bash in Berlin is as follows: Gunther versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight title. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the WWE title. The Terror Twins versus the Judgment Days, Dom and Liv Morgan. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in a strap match. And then, as we found out last night on SmackDown, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire will be defending their women's tag team titles against Jade and Bianca. So for right now, that's the card as it sits. I'm not entirely sure if we'll see, if we will see Seth come back, but if he does, it'll be way too soon. And I feel like he needs at least another month and a half at best, and then potentially that can potentially set up that could potentially set up Reed and Rollins for potentially bad blood potentially, and then Survivor Series could lead to could lead to Seth versus Punk at Survivor Series, which is possible, but we don't really know for sure. But for the most part, that's pretty much what's going on right now with Seth. Obviously, he's still hurt. His knee is still banged up. His ribs are banged up. Every single part of his body is banged up, mostly because of the fact that right after he had became World Heavyweight Champion, that was when all the injuries started to come in. The chaos involving Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor, and the Judgment Day, and Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre. All the chaos literally revolved around the World Heavyweight title. So it's gonna be interesting to see how all this plays out. But I have no doubt in my mind that Seth, when he comes back, is going to be back stronger, faster, and potentially more dangerous than we had ever seen him before. But only time will tell. However, I will say this. I will close out the video by saying this. The moment Seth Rollins returns, I can guarantee you, once he's done with Big Bronson Reed and CM Punk, he's going straight back into the World Heavyweight title picture, because he wants that title. He wants to re-elevate that title to heights never thought possible, but he has to get through either Gunther or Randy Orton after Bash in Berlin. But that'll be one interesting rivalry, to say the very least. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All my ads will be down in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be down in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.